completely get suffragettes, women's rights. Thank you. Revoke my rights. Revoke it and put me back in a kitchen cooking a Vicky sponge. I drafted for war. Are you all right? I don't do well under pressure. I cried during my geography GCSE. I am not the one. And also, wrong generation they've picked. Not me going to war. That's all you'll see. How I do my base for a long day at war. That's all you're going to get. TikTok shop's going to be rolling. Get Rishi Sunak out there. Get him out there. If you want to push this so hard, you go. You go.
And if you draft every single woman in the country, who's going to be raising your next generation, Rishi Sunak?
We might be going to war. We might be getting drafted. Shut up. I'm going to war for Rishi Sunak. Behave. Give your head a wobble. I've got things to do. I've not finished all the series of Real Housewives of Beverly Hills yet. I've got life to lead. War. The people who've been in war. It's horrible. Do you think I'm fighting over a little argument started by men? What? No. I'm busy. I'm gay. I'm northern. I will play them cards. Oh, God, I've had a hard day up north. It's hard. I will fucking turn it on. I'm not English. Scouse Republic for life.
This is a message for Rishi Sunak. Do not start calling on me for any war. Seriously. Your ag is not my ag. It's none of our ag. We don't have to deal with this. Don't tell us that we've got to go up for war. Women as well. No thanks. What happened to an old school one-on-one? You take yourself on your private jet, take yourself over to Russia and have a straight up. Get it done. Get it dealt with. Old-fashioned style. Is Russia not the biggest country in the world? We're about that big. Like, come on, Rich. You having a laugh? I do not identify as a soldier. I never have. I never will. I'm not going to war. I'm really sorry. But save me a seat in Holloway. I will walk myself there right now. I will gladly go on rations and stick to my gym routine every single day whilst you, Rich, take yourself to war because I'm not involved. So keep me right out of it. Don't draft me. I'm not coming.
Listen, apparently we're getting drafted for the old arm. Meh. There's a few reasons why I'd not be a good fit. Listen, I mean, I'd love to help, honestly. I've got ADHD, so I think I can do anything. So, I mean, I'd love the challenge, I really would, but I just want to let you know that I do have some undiagnosed bowel issues. Yeah, I'll shit on the battlefield, is basically what I'm trying to tell you. That's not what you want. That's not what you want. So it's not me, I'm afraid. Double it and pass it to the next person. Okay, thank you, bye.
So apparently people in the UK potentially are going to get, like, drafted into the army for fucking World War III. What I want to say is, I'm a hairdresser. What use am I to them? I could give all of my fellow army people a gorgeous balayage. I mean, with the enemy, I could probably fry their hair off with some bleach. Let's hope they've got allergic reaction to colour. That could help possibly. What skills do I have to offer? I'm terrified. Absolutely terrified. I could give them a foil cut. That'll fuck them up.
Would you fight in a war with Russia?
No. You cannot make me. You cannot catch me. I'm not doing it. I can't even survive a 1 hour lecture at uni. How do you think I'm going to survive in the war?
Okay, Rishi, if you want me going to war, this is what I need from you, right? So, I want Gemma Collins announced as Prime Minister ASAP. I need that to happen. I want the Tories out forever. Like, we can't all die in the war and then you bring them back and say, oh, Tories are in power. That can't happen. I need to sign a treaty or something. I want PLT clothes for free for all us girls who are going to war, and boys, you know, they can wear them too. Get them a nice little bodycon dress, but I want them free, and I'm sure you can do that because they're made in Chinese factories anyway, and I'm sure Chinese would love to help us out. I want David Attenborough and Steve Backshall as our trainers / generals in the army. Now, I think this would be really beneficial. Steve Batchel, you know, train guy, big guy. David Attenborough. He'd just be ideal for reading his bedtime stories and calming me down, to be honest, you know, them little panic attacks I'll be having. Under 18s only should be going to war, in my opinion. They're more advanced than us, they're more fit than us. They can do the bleep test, I can't. I've got a bad back and period pains. I can't run. So, I'm so sorry, but that's me out. I want to see Charles Camilla and Piers Morgan on the front line.
If I can't go to Tesco's for a pint of milk, I can't go front line with a woman who is over 6 foot because I am a marshmallow. We've already established. Marshmallow, not going. If I can't book a table in Toby Carvery's, I'm not going to the war. If I can't go to Butlins, I can't go to Russia. This is how it works. You are gonna have to fight your own battles, I'm afraid. You should have thought about it when you wouldn't let me into Skegness. When you wouldn't let me walk around Fantasy Island in peace, you should have thought about your arguments with the Russians and the Putin people. Because I'm not fighting people that look like Marvel characters. They're the very same as Marvel characters. They've no feelings or no emotions. They're just in the zone. Done, done, done. I'm not going to last 15 seconds on the battlefield. Drafting the people that you let live in your area. Because apparently, I'm not allowed there. I'm not allowed there. I can't live there. So I can't fight anywhere. Okay? Should have thought about equality before you started around with the Russians. Goodbye.
What's this I'm hearing about the UK going to war? Rishi Sunak, first it was the A-levels, then it was the summer holidays, and now you're saying if we don't join the army, we're going to prison. Who do you actually think you are? You better sit down. Listen, firstly, this guy is the biggest verbalist going. He's out here telling Russia, oh, if you don't do this and you don't do that, then we're coming to war. Who's we? Who is we? Am I your older to be backing it? Am I your older to be jumping in? He's the biggest verbalist going. He's worse than those keyboard warriors on Snapchat. Rishi, I ain't being funny, but if you got beef with Russia, if you got beef with Vladimir Putin, go have a one-on-one. Go and have a one-on-one. Listen, I've always found jumping weird. I've never been with that jumping shit. So if you got beef with Vlad, have a one-on-one. Like, why are you trying to get us involved? And secondly, I ain't been funny, but guys, us British people, we grew up on year 6 singing competitions. Those Russians don't play. They grew up in the mountains, okay? Who remembers when Conor McGregor was giving verbal to Khabib? What happened? He literally finished him. Listen, I failed geography, right? But even I can tell you, hold on. Right, look at the map. Russia, UK is that little speck of dirt.
A war on a generation of TikTokers. Not only the generation of TikTokers, the ones that have Vine as well. It's just fucked up. It ain't going to work out, is it? Imagine you're in the trenches, you know, you've got to be quiet. We're ready to shoot. And you hear, I think I like this little life. I think I like this little life. It's just not going to work out. Gypsy Rose at the moment. All you're going to hear is, that thing is fire. It's just not going to work. Admit defeat, we're done.
Good morning, or afternoon, or whenever it is. I don't know when it is. I'm on a long string of TikToks about conscription. And Rishi Sunak sending us to war. And, you know, us going to war. And firstly, I'm not going to break a nail for you, Rishi Sunak. No. Secondly, Bruno Mars tells me he would catch a grenade for me. So why are you sending me off to do that? Because you're not worth me catching a grenade for you. No. I just feel like it's your country, theoretically, or whatnot, you know. Apparently you've decided that, you know, amongst yourselves. We didn't decide that, you guys decided that. However, if Bruno Mars is going to catch a grenade for me, the rest of you sure as fuck better be there with nets trying to catch them as well. I'm not going. What? No. I'm not going. You can go. Why aren't you going? Be a gentleman, man. Catch the grenades for me. I'm not going. No.
No. Like, bottom line, no. N-O, not happening. And, you know, people are saying that if you've got low iron, then you can't anyway, so I'm out. But, I mean, everyone else needs to stay safe. I'm not doing this. And I'm not having everybody else guilt me into it either. Like, oh, so you won't go, but everyone else. Yes, sir! Send everybody else. Those people that were in cadets, they were there by choice. Send them. People that are, you know, that were for leaving, you know, Brexit, send them. I am not involved in this. I don't want to go into a war. Send them in Rishi Sunak. If he's the one getting us into it, he can get us out of it. I ain't doing it.
I'm staying at home. I mean, I am a girl, I am a woman. The biggest war I have is finding an outfit. I'm not doing this. No, I'm already getting a degree. What more do you want from me?
World War III. Why I can't be enrolled in this bullshit, right? I've got sciatica. No word of a lie. My left leg just goes off by itself. Nothing I can do about it. Just twitches. It might accidentally kick somebody and then cause a World War IV. So no, I cannot go. Next, I'm a really bad driver. A really, really bad driver. I broke up my Peugeot. So can you imagine what I'll be like in a tank? I got really bad anxiety, like really, really bad social anxiety. So you put me in a room with loads of these other soldiers, I'm going to have an anxiety attack and I'm not going to be no good. My finger, this one, is, I've got arthritis. It doesn't, I wouldn't be able to, you know, it's broke. I can't see. Literally, I cannot see like this far past my face. I'm extremely short-sighted and I won't know who I'm aiming at, so it's just best if you just leave me safe somewhere with lots of food, Red Bull, a vape, pasta. Thank you though. Thank you for the offer, Rishi Sunak, but I will have to decline.
Rishi Bab, I'm not going to war. 1, I'm on my period. 2, I've got piles. And 3, I'm having my eyelashes done tomorrow. Pick another woman. And I'm a grass as well. If someone holds me up in a corner, I'm grassing the lot up. I can't keep my mouth shut. I've got social anxiety, so I will tell everyone my secrets. So, well, nah, I'm not good enough for you, Bab. Pick someone else.